Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel, Adiatu here, Naturallyads on YouTube. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a plan with me from the week beginning the 9th of March to the 15th. Just a disclaimer, if you can hear any background noise, it's because everyone is working from home, so I apologize in advance. So the kit I'm using is from Sweet Kawaii Design. It is my March subscription kit, and I'll be using some stickers from Scribble Prints Co., one of the Wiggles in the old format that was on sale, and I'll be using some stickers from my Rose Colour Days overlay tape subscription. And these are stickers that I pulled out to use. As I use them, I will tell you where they're from if I can remember. Some of them are from freebies from a while ago. I'll also be using my Amanda Richley doodle planner, which I use throughout the week to remind me of what I've done. So the faux bougie boxes are from Rose Colour Days, all the overlay tapes are from Rose Colour Days. Also, the March script is from Scribble Print Co. And everything else, if I haven't mentioned what shop it is from, it's probably from Sweet Kawaii Design. So I'm going to be using my Rose Colour Days overlay tape stickers just to add some deco to the top section of my planner, which I've been doing a lot. So I'm using the February overlay tape subscription stickers, which are in a holographic foil. So I'm using the crystal ones and then the heart ones just to add some more foil to the spread. Okay, starting with Monday, I'm using a flag from Scribble Print Co. I realised that the flag kind of blended in with the bougie boxes, but since I started it, I just continued for the rest of the spread. I'm going to use a work script from Rose Colour Days. Then I used a quarter box from the kit and a poppet with a sad face to note that I had a bad morning at work. Then I used a pencil, which is from Planner Kit. It was from one of the samplers. I bought a sampler grab bag a while ago. That was from there. So I used a yellow pencil to note that I was writing up notes for one of my schoolmates. And then down to the bottom, I used a half box and a Peyton Studies icon sticker to note that I was doing my write-up for my presentation all night. And then I used a quarter box with a Facebook icon from Rose Colour Days to say that I did some Facebook promo for my videos and stuff. And then at the bottom, I was originally going to use a header, but I changed my mind and I used a film script and icon from Rose Colour Days to note that I did some filming. I don't remember what I filmed, but I guess I did some filming on Monday. And moving on to Tuesday, I marked it down the same way as I did on Monday, and then I used a half box with a computer screen icon from a previous Sweet Kawaii Design Kit to note down I had to print out my presentation that I wrote up on Monday. And then in the next box, I used a quarter box from another previous Sweet Kawaii Design Kit, and I used another computer icon, which was from current kit, which was much smaller, as you can see, to note that I had to print out reading. I did that at separate times, which is why I noted it down separately, and I also needed to take up space basically. And then I used another quarter box and a cross icon to note that I had to drop my mum's prescription off at the GP. And then I used another quarter box from an old kit. I believe it was from Vintage Rose Studios, if I'm correct. If I'm not, I'm sorry. And then I used a phone icon to note that I got my new phone on that day, and the phone icon was from the kit as well. Moving on to Wednesday, it was a school day, so I noted school down in the same way I had noted work down, but instead using a school script. And then I used 3 quarter boxes to note each lecture. I used 2 in the top section for the AM lectures, and then 1 in the middle for the one that was after lunch, and I had a presentation in that third lecture, which I noted also. And then I used another quarter box and a delivery icon from a freebie from Naomi Love Designs, I believe, to note that I got a delivery of my things. I bought like chairs and stuff for my nephew for when he comes over, which he won't be for a while because of what's going on, but yeah. And then at the bottom I did use a half box to note down my observation. I just put that in first so I would have enough space. Then I used the paint and observes as I usually do. Then I used a header and a book icon to note that I did some reading, and I used a council script from an old kit and a house icon from an old kit as well from Sweet Kawaii Design to note that the home show that I was supposed to be going to on the 21st of March was cancelled due to COVID-19, and that was Wednesday. Moving on to Thursday, I noted down work the same as I did, and then I used another header and a meeting script from Keepsakes by Ashley to note that I had a meeting with a deaf trainee teacher for this child that I work with. And then I used a quarter box and I covered the Clover with a Wonder Woman girl, and she was with brown skin, from a freebie from the January TPC sale to note that I felt like Wonder Woman, like a superhero that day, because I was covering for the whole day because a lot of staff members were not in. And then I used another quarter box and a grocery sticker to note that I did my food shop. And then I used another quarter box and a crying puppet to note that I had to cancel my visit to go see my fiance because I had to come home. So I just noted that down. I then used a header to note down I had to do some more rebudgeting with regards to my budget for this month. So I used a budget script from Keepsakes by Ashley, and then at the bottom I used another header with a, what is it? A stethoscope, I think it's called, from the SPC Wiggle to note that my mum was not feeling well. So on to Friday, marked down work as usual, and then I used a payday script slash icon from an old freebie from Vintage Rose Studios, I believe, and then I ended up using another payday icon from Naomi Love Designs, I think. And then I used a quarter box with the pencil to note down that I was marking. So I wrote mark because I was doing a lot of marking that day, catching up on all the lessons that I had taught on Thursday. And then I used another quarter box with a car and a Build Do sticker. The Build Do sticker was from Naomi Love Designs. The car was from the kit to note that I had to pay my new insurance for the next year. Then I used another header and a phone icon from, I believe it was an SBC Wiggle, but the XO one. And I wrote down life insurance because I got a call from a life insurance company. They were trying to sell me life insurance basically, and telling me even though I was young, it would be good to get it. And then I used another quarter box with an icon from Naomi Love Designs, which was like a envelope and a sticker. I think it was from Naomi Love Designs, but I might be wrong. It was in my leftover book. To note that I did a big sticker shop. I forgot the bottom bit, so I used a grocery shop script from another freebie. I used an edit script from Rose Colored Days and a editing icon from Scribble Print Co. I used a gas icon from Naomi Love Designs, and then I used an upload script and a YouTube icon from Rose Colored Days. I never used any boxes because there wasn't enough space, but since there was bougie boxes and I was using scripts, it was fine. And now I'm going to move on to the weekend. So for the weekend, on Saturday, I had a very lazy morning, so I used an icon from Sweet Kawaii Design. I think it was from an old kit in my leftover binder. And then I used the Lazy Day script from this kit. And then I used a quarter box and I believe this girl is called Luna, I might be wrong, but I know it's from Paper Chic Plans, and it was an old freebie from an order that I placed a while ago. I didn't remember that it was Paper Chic Plans until I reordered from her. And it was a girl eating popcorn in the bed watching videos, because that's what I was doing all morning, just watching YouTube videos. And then I used it looks smaller than a quarter box from Vintage Rose Studios. It was a bit long because it was for a horizontal planner, which I had the first year that I had at Erin Condren. So I used that to note down I had to schedule an appointment. And then I used a Work It Girl icon from Pink Kimono Prints which was a freebie, and I used some icons around it. So I used the editing icon, a Facebook and a Instagram one, to note down that it was a really busy afternoon. I was editing loads of videos, uploading them ready for the next week, and then I did some Facebook promo and some Instagram promo. So that was what I did. And then on to Sunday, my tuition was due, so I used a Planner Kit freebie for that. And then I used a plan sticker from an old Sweet Kawaii Design freebie. And then I used another old Sweet Kawaii Design kind of little thing to note that I did my meal prep, which I made some lasagna. Then I used a quarter box to note that I went to visit my fiance, so I used the puppets from Laura Jane Styles, the couple one, to note that. And then I used another quarter box to note that I uploaded a video. So that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So I think I forgot to mention that the large sticker at the bottom of the weekend is from Ozo Paper. It was from my March Manista subscription. If you saw the haul, you will know what I'm talking about. So I used that because this month is International Women's Month, so I thought why not to use a sticker that notes, black women, since I am a black woman. So I decided to use that sticker down there. So I'm quickly going to flip through the kit and what is left from it. As you can see, there's a lot because this is meant to be used for a whole month. I only used it for 1 week. And yeah, so I'm going to do a quick wiggle to show you all my foil out. So yeah, anyways, I'll see you in the next video.